2021 Toyota Camry. I'm doing the armrest pad replacement, or center console lid, just this lid right here. This one has a patch right here. Actually don't look too bad, but the customer wants it replaced, so I'm gonna get a new one. Just this lid. It comes as a whole lid assembly. Here's my new one, has the red pad on top, and then here's like the hinges for the bottom part of it. Here's my part number, armrest assembly console, and then that part number is the number. Like I said, it comes like this. There's little springs that go into these little notches right here, and then there's a pin that goes in the middle that holds this on. It's not too bad, so I'll show you what to do. First, what you want to do is put both of your seats all the way forward, and what you want to do is you want to have room back here. So I'm going to take this back panel off. I had a plastic pry bar. I already removed this panel, but the way I did it, it actually came off real easy. Is this hook part. You're trying to kind of separate this. I put it underneath there and just kind of pulled forward, and then I did it on both sides, and this came right off. Don't lose those little pink clips. You're going to need those, and we'll just set this aside for the moment. Now this spring has to be disengaged. It's basically right here, and then on the other side there's one right here. We just got to lift those out of the little notches, and then the spring tension will be released, and we'll be able to pull this center pin out. So, I mean, there's multiple ways to do it. You know, you could just grab it with some pliers and just lift it up and pull it out. Use a flathead to just kind of lift it out, pry it out. You want to be gentle. The best way I did it is just come up underneath it and just push up and then out like that. And you want to do that on both sides. I could probably use a flathead. That would have been better than pliers for this type of thing. But yeah, just up and out. It's not under that much tension. They'll become loose. And then when that's loose, there's this center pin here we're going to push out from the other side. So, you know, you could use like just a flathead or something to just kind of push it. You could try to push it out from this side, but what I thought was easier was using a flathead, a strong flathead, to just kind of pry it out on this side. The pin head, you could just kind of gently push it out. And once you get it out a little bit, you can just kind of wiggle and turn it, and then it'll just come out. Over time, when these cars become 15, 20 years old, they might become more stubborn over the years, but as of right now, it's not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out. Just put it gently here, kind of keep it in the place it was, and then you should just be able to lift this top off and then just pull this right off. And then that's how to remove it. Get your new one, and then it's just pretty much reversal of what we just did. So I got my brand new one. I'm just going to put it in place, make sure it clicks shut up front, and then make sure it lines up back here. I'm going to lift this back up, put it right back how it was. It should be able to go like kind of just how it was before you took it out. Those springs, don't worry about the springs right now. Just get that centerpiece straightened out, and then we'll put this pin through, slide it through. It needs to be, you know, it needs to go through perfect. So we'll just push it all the way through. Make sure it comes out the other side. Now, once your pin is in, we can put these springs back on. These springs are responsible for keeping the lid open when you open it. There's a little notch right here I've mentioned a couple times. We're just going to put the spring back into that notch. So the best way I thought is I use my flathead to just kind of pry up on it like this a little bit, and then with my other hand I'll use my pliers just to help guide it into the notch. Don't worry if it takes a few tries. It took me a few tries to get it, but do it on both sides. Once that's in, we could put this back panel on. Just like that. This should just kind of go back into place. Don't force it. If it's not going right, figure out what's going on. But once you get that on, that's pretty much it, guys. So, you know, give it a try. Make sure it opens and it stays open. You know, make sure the spring's working correctly. It should just kind of hold it open, and then you could just kind of shut it, make sure it locks right, and that's it. So hopefully this video helped you out. Thanks for watching. Any additional information in the comments is appreciated. I'll see you next video.